Good afternoon, everybody. I want to show you the problem of incorrect AIS data and how you can solve it. If the speed vector doesn't fit with the antenna position, there's a function in SeaIQ, it's called unmangle, and you should know where it is and how to find it. So if your prediction doesn't look good, the reason might be the position of the GPS antenna has another speed vector or course of ground vector than the one that is shown or given you by your pilot plug or your pilot plug port. So this is an example of it. This prediction looks very, very incorrect and very bad. The reason is the vector is valid at another position, and it's very easy to change this. Just have an idea where the correct data is, compare the speed of the bow and to the speed of the tugboat, for example, forward, and then maybe think the vector might be valid at the bow. Maybe there's a Doppler lock, and this is a coordinated common reference point for your integrated navigational system on the bridge. So the data of the point where the speed of ground, course of ground vector is valid might be forward. I will show you how to change it. Go to settings, go to ownership, look at the data for your antenna position 125 meters away from the bow, which is shown there as a very small black dot, 7 meters away from the center line to the port side, and say now I think there are some data not valid. At this point the position is correct, but not the speed vector, and you can change this. If you put another GPS position here, external GNSS, Global Navigational Satellite System antenna position, maybe 20 meters away from the bow, and say I do not want to use it as a conning position, but I will use it only for the speed over ground and course of ground vector, and therefore there's a button called unmangle AIS information, and this is here on the right side, very deep down in this menu. And there, if I unmangle this, suddenly the same vector with the same speed over ground and the same course of ground is not shown and not valid for the prediction anymore at the antenna position, but at the bow. And then the prediction looks correct. And therefore, it's also, there's a little drawing of the antenna positions. One is the antenna, and one is, in this case, the speed over ground sensor, which might be a Doppler lock. So this is what I wanted to show you. Think about this. If you have incorrect predictions, there might be a reason, and you might solve the problem on your own device, on your own portable pilot unit, and then you will have a good prediction. And if you have a ship's database for the pilots of your pilot association, write it into the ship's database so every pilot can know it in advance. I wrote it already for this ship, that you cannot trust the prediction if you are just using, without thinking, the pilot plug. Okay, and if you're using for navigation this SeaIQ system, which is just a help for a pilot, and every pilot knows that he is using everything, every means of navigation, sensors, he's using his own eyes, he's looking out of the window, and he's not looking all the time only on one system. He looks on the radar, he looks on the actors of the ship, at times maybe also on his own system. Maybe there's some better information, but no pilot would ever only look on one device. Every pilot is always changing his view and his sight and his eyes to overlook all the different sources of information for him. Okay, thank you very much.